Tom Cruise walked into the car dealership wearing simple jeans and a plain white t-shirt. He had a baseball cap pulled low over his eyes, hiding his famous face. He wanted to test something. What would happen if nobody recognized him? The dealership was one he secretly owned, but the employees didn't know. They thought he was just another customer. As soon as he entered, two salesmen, Jake and Mike, glanced at him and smirked. "Look at this guy," Jake whispered. "Think he can afford anything here?" Mike laughed. The dealership sold luxury cars, sleek, expensive models that only the rich could buy. Tom pretended not to hear them and walked around, looking at the cars. A young salesman named Alex approached him. "Can I help you, sir?" he asked politely. Tom smiled. "Just browsing. That Ferrari over there looks nice." Jake, who was nearby, snorted. "Yeah, right, like you could afford it." Tom turned to him. "You never know," he said calmly. Jake crossed his arms. "Listen, buddy, these cars aren't for window shoppers. Maybe try a used car lot down the street." Mike joined in, laughing. Tom didn't react. He just kept looking at the cars. Alex felt bad. "Ignore them, sir. Let me show you around properly." Tom nodded. As they walked, Alex explained each car's features. Tom asked smart questions, surprising Alex. "You know a lot about car," Alex said. Tom shrugged. "I like them." Meanwhile, Jake and Mike kept making jokes, loud enough for Tom to hear. "Bet he's here for the free coffee," Jake said. After an hour, Tom stopped near the most expensive car in the showroom, a limited edition sports car worth millions. "I'll take this one," he said. Jake burst out laughing. "Sure, and I'll buy a private jet." Tom pulled out his wallet and handed Alex a black card. "Run the payment." Alex's eyes widened. He took the card and rushed to the manager. The manager looked at the name on the card and nearly fainted. "That's Tom Cruise! And this is his dealership." The color drained from Jake and Mike's faces. They had just insulted their secret boss. The manager ran to Tom, sweating. "Mr. Cruise, we had no idea." Tom raised a hand, cutting him off. He turned to Jake and Mike, who were now shaking. "You two," Tom said, his voice cold. "You're fired, effective immediately." Jake tried to apologize. "Sir, please. We didn't know." Tom shook his head. "It doesn't matter. Treating customers like that is unacceptable." He turned to Alex. "You, however, showed respect. You're promoted to head salesman." Alex couldn't believe it. As Jake and Mike packed their things, the rest of the staff watched in shock. Tom addressed everyone. "This dealership is about respect. Anyone who forgets that doesn't belong here." With that, he left, leaving behind a lesson they would never forget. The news spread like wildfire through the dealership. Tom Cruise, the Hollywood superstar, was their secret owner. The employees couldn't believe it. Some were excited, others nervous, especially those who had ignored or laughed at him before. But for Alex, the young salesman who had treated Tom with kindness, life was about to change in ways he never imagined. The next morning, Tom returned to the dealership, this time without hiding his identity. He walked in with confidence, and this time everyone recognized him immediately. The staff stood straight, some even clapping nervously. Tom smiled. "Relax, everyone. Yesterday was a lesson, but today is a fresh start." He called for a staff meeting. "This place has great potential, but it needs a new attitude. From now on, every customer, no matter how they look or what they wear, gets treated with respect." The employees nodded, still in awe. Then Tom turned to Alex. "You showed integrity when others didn't. That's the kind of person I want leading this team." Alex was stunned. "Me? Lead?" Tom patted his shoulder. "Yes, you're now the assistant manager. Let's make this place the best dealership in the city." The other workers cheered, realizing that hard work and kindness really did pay off. Meanwhile, Jake and Mike, now jobless, sat at a nearby cafe, still in shock. "How were we supposed to know it was him?" Jake grumbled. Mike sighed. "It doesn't matter. We messed up." Just then, Jake's phone buzzed, a message from an unknown number. It read, "Everyone deserves a second chance. Meet me at the dealership tomorrow. Tom." Jake showed Mike the message, his heart pounding. "Do you think he's serious?" Mike asked. Jake didn't know, but he was willing to find out. The next day, they nervously walked back into the dealership. Tom was waiting. You two made a mistake, Tom said. But I believe people can change. If you're willing to prove yourselves, you can have your jobs back, starting from the bottom. Jake and Mike couldn't believe it. We won't let you down, sir, Jake said, his voice shaking. Over the next few weeks, the dealership transformed. Customers were treated like royalty, sales went up, and the team worked together like never before. Alex thrived in his new role, and even Jake and Mike worked hard, earning back their coworkers' trust. One evening as the dealership closed, Tom gathered everyone. You've all proven that respect and teamwork make success possible. I'm proud of what we've built here. Then with a grin, he added, and to celebrate, I'm taking everyone to dinner. My treat. The employees erupted in cheers. As they left together, laughing and talking, Tom stayed behind for a moment, looking around the dealership with satisfaction. It wasn't just about cars anymore. It was about people. Sometimes the biggest lessons come from the smallest acts of kindness. Never judge someone by their appearance. You never know who they really are. Stay kind, work hard, and good things will come your way.